Hi dear learners, ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಟರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತಹ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈಗ 2 ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು 8 ಮೇನ್ ಇದೆ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಕಾಂಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಎಸ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ. ಯುಎಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಸಿ ಇನ್ ದ ರೆಡಾರ್. ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಲೆಸನ್ ದ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಏರೋಪ್ಲೇನ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಬೈ ಫ್ರೆಡರಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಿತ್. The lady in the control room said this to the pilot of the Dakota aeroplane. After landing the aeroplane, the pilot wanted to meet another pilot who had helped him to land safely. So he went to the lady and asked for the other pilot. That time the lady was surprised and said these above words. Next reference. Teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on the earth. This line has been selected from the lesson from the diary of Anne Frank, which is written by Anne Frank. Anne Frank said these words. It was the day of the declaration of results. Everyone in her class was in tension. The reason was who could go to the next class and who would not. That time she thought like this. Third reference. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. This line has been selected from the poem Amanda, written by Robin Klein. Amanda said these words. Amanda is a little girl. She is asked to do or not or to do this and that. She is nagged at by her parents. So Amanda yearns for freedom. She wants to lead a life without any restrictions. So she wanted to live alone like Rapunzel on the tower. But she didn't wish to let down her hair from the tower. Final reference. I think I could turn and live with animals. This line has been selected from the poem Animals, written by Walt Whitman. The poet said these words. In this line, the poet says that he wants to turn into an animal and wants to live with animals. The poet admires the animals for being better than human beings. He prizes them also for possessing all such qualities that humans lack or have forgotten. Yes, this is your quote from memory. You need to write the poems. You will get 4 marks here. I will not discuss this topic. Let's go to the long answers. Answer the following questions in 7 to 8 sentences each. How does the postmaster keep up the faith of Lencho on God? The postmaster was a kind, generous, helpful man. He received a letter from Lencho, who was written to God asking for 100 pesos, so that he could sow his fields again. The postman felt sympathetic towards Lencho. He decided to help Lencho. He gave up a part of his salary and asked all other employees to help. Even his friends were made to contribute for cause of charity, and he managed to collect 70 pesos. He sent the money to Lencho along with a reply. He did so in order to preserve the man's faith in God. This shows the postmaster was a nice man at heart. Next question. This is optional question. How did Valli plan for her bus ride? Over many days and months, Valli listened carefully to conversations between her neighbors and people who regularly used the bus and asked a few discreet questions here and there. She came to know that the town was 6 miles from her village. The bus fare was 30 paise and the bus trip took 45 minutes. She also thought that if she stayed in the bus and came back by the same bus, it would only cost her 60 paise. She saved each and every penny she got, resisting all temptation to buy peppermints, toys, etc., and even a ride on the merry-go-round at the village annual fair, so as to save 60 paise. It was a secret trip which she had planned without the knowledge of her parents. Next question. In what way did Kisa Gautami understand the fact that death is common to all? When Kisa Gautami's only son had died, she went to Buddha. Being plunged into deep grief, first she went to every neighbor asking for medicine for her dead son. She had lost all her senses and forgot that no medicine could bring back the dead. Then she went to Buddha for making his son alive. Buddha asked her to bring some mustard seeds from a house where no death had occurred, but she couldn't find such a house. Buddha made her realize that death is common to all. So, in the midst of adverse circumstances, we should not lament. Next question. Write some of the interesting facts about the sports offered to tourists in Coorg. Tourist spots in Coorg. Answer. Coorg offers adventurous sports to its tourists, including river rafting, canoeing, rock climbing, elephant riding, rappelling, and mountain biking and trekking. Tourist spots in the Coorg. The climb to the Brahmagiri Hills gives you a panoramic view of the entire misty landscape of Coorg. The 64-acre island of Nisargadhama is a little paradise for tourists. Bailukuppe is another place to visit. It is India's the largest Tibetan settlement. Next question. How does the poet compare and contrast the life of tiger in the zoo with that of tiger in the forest? The tiger is a occupant of the forest. He loves to wander around freely in his natural habitat, the jungle. There he is totally free with no restrictions on his movements and activities. He knows how to ambush his prey. He waits for his prey lurking silently in the shadow of the trees. Then he slides unseen and unnoticed through the long grass. Sometimes he roams around the houses which are situated on the edge of the jungle. With his open white teeth and powerful paws, he terrorizes the villagers. However, it is a pathetic picture of the same tiger when he is locked in a concrete cell in the zoo. The mighty and ferocious animal is put behind the bars. There he stalks in quiet rage the length of his cage. He becomes just a piece of entertainment for visitors, but the proud tiger just ignores them. At night, from behind the bars, he keeps on staring at the brilliant stars in the vast sky. The vastness of the sky and the brilliance of stars only intensifies his loss of freedom. Optional question. Write the summary of the poem, The Ball Poem. A boy loses a ball in the water. He is very upset. Though the ball does not cost too much, it gives a big shock to him. He keeps staring at the place where his ball has gone. The poet sees all this, but he doesn't interfere with the boy's ruminations. The poet thinks that the loss of the ball will teach the boy a lesson of accepting the loss with tolerance and pleasure. Everyone has to lose something or the other in this world, still they are to survive and fulfill their obligations. This loss makes the boy learn that gains and losses are part and parcel of life. One should accept them as a common matter. Yes, dear students, these are long type questions and answers. Practice them and write all these answers in your notebook and practice for the final examination. Let's meet in next video. Until take care and keep learning. Bye bye.